Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a really nice twisty flow, great for digestion and detox. We're just going to start in a nice, easy seat. So go ahead, meet me on your mat, your most comfy seated position. If you'd like a block under the hips, be my guest and go ahead and get that now. Once you get here, I've got my opposite leg in that I normally pull in. Just grounding through the sits bones, bringing the hands to the knees, rolling the shoulder blades back, closing the eyes down. Allowing the crown of the head to grow tall towards the ceiling. And dropping into right here and right now. Taking note of the breath and the body, how it feels today. Dropping the to-do list, letting everything go and focusing on the present moment. Go ahead and inhale the arms up overhead and exhale them down through heart center. Beautiful. Again, inhale, arms up and overhead. And exhale down through heart center. And one more time, inhale those arms up. And exhale them down through heart center. And go ahead and butterfly, those eyelids open. We're going to plant left hand, right hand sweeps up and overhead. Nice side stretch. Breathing. If you want to come down to this forearm, you can be my guest. Always stretching the sides before trying to twist, because our side bends help us get deeper into our twist. Right hand's actively reaching towards the left, pulling through that right side body. And inhale, we come back up through center. The right hand plants, left hand sweeps up and over. Breathe. That chest is radiating towards the sky here, or ceiling. If you want to come down onto that forearm, be my guest. Left arm is grabbing and reaching towards that right side. Really opening up that left side. Nice inhales and exhales. And inhale, we come back up. We're going to inhale the arms up. And we're going to open up this twist to the right. So left hand, right knee. Right hand behind us to help us get into our twist. On the inhales, we can lengthen. And the exhales can take us deeper. Imagine that breath to micro movements. I'm going to do one more round of inhale and exhale here. Inhale, we come back up, back to center, arms up, open up to the left. So right hand, left knee, left hand behind us. Same things on this side. The inhales lengthen, allow us to get longer and taller. And the exhale takes us deeper into our twist. And one more round of inhale and exhale here. And inhale, we come back to center, arms up. And exhale them down through heart center. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come over into our all fours position. So making sure that our hips are over the knees and our shoulders are over the wrists here. Spreading through the fingers. Let's go ahead and drop the belly, lift the chest for our cat on our inhale. Exhale, we tilt from the Sits bones all the way up to the crown of the head. And back to cat. And exhale for cow. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. Beautiful. Back to this neutral spine here. Let's go ahead and point the fingers towards us. Tuck in those toes and let's rock forwards and backwards here. Getting a nice stretch through these wrists and these forearms. This is such a great stretch. And it is one that I don't like to do, so we're going to start doing it more often because I find that when the body is resistant, I need it. I type at a desk, so I know I've got lots of other people that need this too. Beautiful. Hands come back to our normal position here. Go ahead and inhale that right arm up. The toes can be tucked or not, but we're going to sit back onto our heels. This right hand is still up and we're still twisted. And we're going to allow this right hand to come behind us. A little twist again. Gentle twisting. And we're going to come back. So left hand plants, right hand up towards the sky. And now let's see if we can take this right hand near this left thigh. A little bit of wrappage here. Breathing, that chest is lifted. Beautiful. Exhale, we release that hand back down to the mat. And you got it. Left hand sweeps up. And once again, the toes are tucked or not tucked, doesn't matter, but we are going to sit back and come through our twist here. Just a gentle twist. We're not powering into this one. Filling up that belly with air, allowing it to do its job. And then on an inhale, we come back forward, left arm back up, and trying to wrap it to that right thigh here. A radiant heart space. Big smile. Beautiful. Release that left arm back down to the mat. Tuck the feet and go ahead and come in. First down dog. You can keep those knees bent. It's our first down dog, so this should feel really nice. Go ahead and come up onto the tiptoes. And we're going to slowly just walk to the front of the mat. And once you get here, you can interlace opposite elbows and just take a sway left or right. Nice little bend through the knees. Inhale, we'll come up, half lift. And exhale, we'll fold. Left hand plants in between the right and the left foot. And inhale, right arm up towards the sky. Breathing. If you want, you can take this right hand to that left thigh, if that feels good for you. And we are breathing. There is no holding or clenching of the breath here. And release that bind. Right hand goes back up and right hand replaces left. And now left hand sweeps up. Right leg is bent, left leg is maybe kind of straight here. And maybe taking this left hand to this right thigh if that feels good for you. Nice big breaths into that abdomen area. Get that detox and digestion just a working here. And inhale that arm back up and plants back down. Beautiful. We're going to come up half lift again and fold. Then we're going to root to rise. Peeling ourselves up to standing, head and neck come last. To Dasana. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down through heart center. Go ahead and zipper the front body up. So take that zipper all the way up. And yes, you got it. Hands at heart center. Sending the hips back. Chair. Utkatasana here. And we're going to breathe. And we are about to let things get a little spicy by bringing this left elbow to the outer right thigh. Nice twisted chair. We're just going to breathe. Shift the weight over into the right foot. Come up on the left tiptoes. Try to play with the balance here, one-legged chair. And then maybe step that foot back. Breathe. Trying to get the hands towards the heart center. And inhale, we're going to open up into our revolve, twisted, high lunge. Breathing here. Now holding or clenching the breath. Windmill the arms. Frame the foot. Step back plank. Take your gaze forward. Push forward. Lower down chaturanga. Push up into our upward facing dog. And let's meet down dog. Go and take a nice pedal with the feet here. Getting the stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. Allowing the body to open up and release. And now we're going to hop, step, tiptoe, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise, pulling ourselves up to standing. And we land into Dasana. Nice inhale. And exhale here. Inhale, arms up. And exhaling down through our heart center. Zipper that body up. And once you get yourself all put together, send the hips back, coming in for our chair pose. We breathe. And we smile. All right, and let's get it spicy on this side. So right elbow to that left thigh. Hands are trying to be at heart center. Gaze is up towards the ceiling or down at the mat, whatever feels best for you. Once it feels good, we're going to shift the weight into the left foot. Come up on the tiptoes of the right. And maybe play with a little one-leg chair. Revolve twist. Before you step that foot back. Beautiful. Trying to get the hands at heart center again. Making sure you're breathing into that belly. And on an inhale, we rise up and open up those arms. Revolve, twisted, high lunge here. Breathe. Absolutely beautiful. Windmill those hands, frame the foot, step back plank, look forward, push forward, lower down, up dog, meet back, down dog. Beautiful. If you would like to take child's pose, you be my guest. Child's pose would be a lovely option here. Otherwise, we're just going to take some breaths here in our down dog. And we're going to hop, step, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise. Filling ourselves up, head and neck. Come last. Beautiful. I'm going to build a little more heat here. Okay, we are all ready for this. We're going to inhale. Right foot comes up, right knee comes up. Grab that knee, roll that ankle. And reverse the roll. And then we're going to straighten this leg. And if you could take your 2-piece fingers around your big toe, left hand on your hip. Breathing. And now we're going to challenge the twisty part by bringing the left hand to the foot, right hand behind us. Just playing here, seeing how it feels. Breathe. Now holding or clenching the breath. We're going to release the foot and come through a revolved half moon. So we're going to allow this right foot to swing. Right hand's going to come to the mat. And if it feels good, it's okay if you fall, we come back. Left hand towards the ceiling. Gaze goes towards that left hand. And we breathe. Breathe. And release that right leg beside the left and come in for a forward fold here. Oh, yes. We're going to enjoy this forward fold for just a few minutes. Not a few minutes, but a few breaths. Once again, if child's pose is what you'd like right now, please be my guest. Otherwise, we're just going to cool off for just a second before we go to the other side. And wherever you are, we're all going to meet in Tadasana, so pulling yourself up. Head and neck come last. And let's do it. Hug that left knee in. Go ahead and take the roll with the ankle. And then reverse that roll. Oh, yeah. Now first we're going to grab left toes or foot or shin with the left hand and right hand on your hips. Feeling this pose before we make it twisty. Breathing. And beautiful. Now we're going to try to grab left foot, right hand, left hand behind us. Maybe taking that gaze towards that left hand. Breathing. Now holding or clenching the breath. And here we come. Revolved half moon. Releasing the foot, bringing left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Squaring those hips off. Breathing. Inhales and exhales. And exhale, we release that foot. And now we're in our forward fold. Take the feet to the outside edges of the mat and allow the hips to lower down. Coming in for our yogi squat. Allowing the elbows to push against the knees. Hands at heart center. Big smile on face. And when it feels good, we can plop our booties back. And right leg, we're going to pull in. Left leg, we're going to send out long. If you want, you can take this left leg, right leg, over the left leg, but only if it feels good. Inhale, right hand up and overhead. If it feels good, you can take this left elbow to this right knee. Breathe. Breathe into that belly. And a nice little counter twist to the left. Oh yeah. I'm going to send the right leg out. Pulling that left leg in. Once again, if you want to keep it inside of the right thigh, be my guest, or you can take it to the outside. Whatever feels better for you here. Inhale, left hand up and overhead. Right elbow can come to that left knee, if that feels good for you. Breathing, we are not holding or clenching the breath. Breathe into that belly. This is what gets the detox and the digestion happening. It's the breath in the pose. Release and do a little counter twist to the right. And now is your time to rock and roll. If you're into that sort of thing with me, we are going to massage our spines. Get that blood moving up and down the spine. And we're all going to meet on our backs. Oh yeah. We're going to send the legs up in the air. Pointed, flexed feet, doesn't matter. We're going to have our hands near our booties, and we're going to lift the upper body up, hands up too. We're just going to shift from one side to the other, working our obliques. We're going to do 20. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hug the knees in. Maybe give them a kiss. Thank you for working with me today. Take the arms into a T and then allow the legs to drop over towards the left. Gaze goes towards that right hand. Maybe that left hand comes to that right knee. To deepen our twist here. Oh yeah, letting it all go. Maybe even taking a nice big sigh out of the mouth. Slowly peel ourselves to the middle and then allow those knees to drop over towards the right. Gaze goes towards that left hand. Right hand to that left knee if it feels good. Nice big belly breaths here. It should feel fantastic. Very slowly, we will peel our way back to center. You can take the legs into a cobbler here. Tucking the shoulder blades, allowing the hands to rest either on the thighs or you could have them on the ground. Allowing the body to absorb all of that beautiful energy you just created. Taking the time to give thanks. There's all kinds of things that we could be thankful for right here, right now. Our breath, our time for ourselves, just the space. There's so many things. Just pick one and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Slowly bringing the awareness back to the body. Sending the legs out long, taking the arms overhead, full body stretch, maybe wiggling the toes and the fingers here. And then we'll peel ourselves up into a seated position. Hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. I really hope that you enjoyed that flow. It was very twisty and I was quite warm, so I hope that you were too. I wasn't going to name it Power Twisty Yoga, so I'm interested to see what I end up naming it. I hope you have a great rest of your day and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat. Please do remember to share me with your friends and your family, and please do subscribe and comment what your favorite part of this flow was. Have a great rest of your day.